Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
This is why they're so misogynist. They always have to call left-wing women dumb, which you can think a lot of things about AOC. Dumb is not one of them.
Right. No. As far as all the people who are speaking out against this, I cannot believe for a minute there's that many stupid people in the world. Now AOC, she on the smart meter, she's a zero. We'll give them that. But I can't believe these people really believe what they're saying. They got to be just pushing the narrative for political reasons. They can't be that dumb to think that that this person is an MS-13 gamer and a public safety threat.
Okay, I hope you get your Easter wish that Tom Homan learns how to enunciate.
Please?
What is in his mouth? Anyway.
Oatmeal.
I feel like one of my dogs, like, spit it out. What do you have in there? What
Donald
is that?
Trump's...
Is that one of those little avocados? Spit out. What is that?
He's got Donald Trump's...
No, snap, Chris Louise.
What?
Okay, all right.
What?
Speaking
Lindsey Graham's going to be very upset.
We have not heard from Dana Louise. There are not enough Louises to go around in here. Bella, don't say anything dirty.
The right is not happy with Lindsey Graham right now, so I think he's laying low.
What did he do?
I wish I could remember, because I was reading a little thread about like a whole bunch of people are really pissed off at Lindsey Graham for being against Trump on one crucial thing.
Dana was just saying, Lisa McCroskey saying, I'm literally saying I'm afraid to speak out. She's probably already gotten attacked for saying that, proving her point,
exactly.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
I can, and we have to, and we already know that they've got something on Lindsey. So I don't think they've got blackmail on Murkowski. You know what I mean? So Lindsey's going to stay in line way more than any of these other people.
Could it be? I can't imagine what it could be.
I heard he racks balls until the sun came up.
Does he?
Yeah.
He told us that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not compromise, is it? Okay. We don't have it in there? Lindsey Graham racks balls till the sun comes up. Okay. He said
Poor
that
Bella has to
he
search
worked
for
in a
something that
pool
says
hall.
Lindsey Graham balls on it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Speaking of smart women, I love this. I just can't get enough Jasmine Crockett. Here they are playing Marjorie Taylor Greene video for her.
Why is MTG supporting Musk and Doge and the slashing of Medicaid, Social Security offices, libraries, and more? This is outrageous from Sarah. Well, Sarah, unfortunately, you're being brainwashed by the news that you're watching.
This is coming from someone who clearly reads on a first grade level, so I don't know why she's trying to clown Sarah, who obviously is a constituent of hers. And what's really sad is this is the woman that oversees the subcommittee on Doge.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't know if you saw that town hall. That was just terrifying. And that's what fascism looked like. She had, I don't know how many people thrown out and tased at her town hall, right?
It is horrifying. And I'm actually surprised that they're still holding them. I don't know. I obviously want them to do that because I want them to hear back from the public. But if I was a Republican in this state, I would not show up in public with the people that voted for me. They're going to get skewered every time. This is affecting everyone.
Yeah. I mean, they are scared to meet with their constituents and just trying to find ways to suppress their vote. So I by the way, this was to my point about, I love what Bernie and AOC are doing, but register and vote for Democrats. That's how we fix this, right? Not Captain America said then, I just can't bring myself to vote for Kamala. I need to vote my conscience. Both parties are the same. Lesser of two evils. Now, why aren't Democrats doing anything? Oh my God, fascism is taking over. That's exactly my point. This is not the time to beat up on Democrats. Bill Maher and whoever else wants to keep both sidesing us right into fascism, right?
And it is, I think there's a lot of Democrats that are saying, hey, where's our leadership? But we're not blaming them because we voted for these people to do their job. So it's not like what you just read. I voted the other way, and I'm wondering why the people I didn't vote for aren't fighting in my best interest. That's literal insanity. Yeah. But we are holding the people we voted for accountable. I want louder leadership. I want a unified message. I want Pritzker, Jasmine Crockett energy. I want AOC and Sanders energy. Let's do this. No one should be silent at this point.
Agreed. Yep. Agreed. And by the way, a lot of this is economic. It's like, again, who cares how we get them back? But Olivia Troy, who we just had earlier, said, I was in the room when Larry Fink, CEO of the world's largest asset manager, said it plainly. We are already in a recession. No spin, no hedging, just a clear warning. Markets are tumbling, tariffs are rising, China's retaliating. This isn't just about Wall Street anymore. It's hurting all of us. And that's obviously what Jerome Powell was saying yesterday. And of course, on cue, Trump's like, he's got to be terminated immediately. Like, anyone that speaks the truth about what is clear that we're having inflation. I mean, Trump just continues to lie. He literally pulled some number.
Out.
He said eggs are down 79%. It's like completely the opposite. Gas prices are down. I mean, they're just one lie after another. We won at the Supreme Court 9-0. Like, it just... This, I don't think this is going to work forever, Dana. This up is down, black is white kind of stuff, because reality is overcoming the propaganda, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I'm praying you're right. I hope they're going to overplay their hand. I'm hoping people get tired of it. I also really hope that the infighting starts sooner than later with all of these thin-skinned billionaires who want power in this country, because there's more than one fighting for it. But man, oh man, the beholden to Putin they are, and watching it play out in real time is terrifying. It really is.
Are you speaking Yoda? I'm sorry. Beholden to Putin they are? Okay.
Yes, beholden to Putin they are.
Okay. Okay. Speaking just on the inflation thing, Olivia also retweeted Bloomberg, who said the price of coffee is at its highest in decades. Bad news for caffeine lovers, good news for bean farmers in Vietnam, profiting from global demand. I mean, the rest of the world is just moving on without us. Olivia said the price of coffee has skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Just in time for so many coffee boys that Trump's didn't know who any of them are.
Just a coffee boy.
Miles Taylor was just a coffee boy. Has no idea who he was. Yeah. By the way, for the Isn't It Ironic file, personality of Colt says a White House filled with Ivy League grads claiming higher education indoctrinates students into woke liberal ideology is peak 21st century irony.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it ironic?
And they're all Ivy League graduates, right? It's just so ridiculous.
I can't even respond. I know I'm not bringing a lot of humor this morning. I'm so frustrated because I feel like we're at this place where literally we have to get a unified message to dispel this BS, but we're not doing it. It's incredibly frustrating. There's got to be a coordination with the Democrats that have a voice and have a platform and have been elected by the public to get a unified message and start fighting back against this stuff. I know it's happening in small places and at different times, but when I say unified, it means like everyone send the text, send the tweet, send the blue sky at the same time. Flood the zone. Why aren't they doing it?
Yeah. So, by the way, Maggie Haberman's reporting the Trump administration. I said this to you yesterday, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
The Trump administration wants to keep fighting over the fate of a Salvadorian immigrant who is incarcerated. She said this administration wants this fight. You saw that today. You've seen that every day. They talk about immigration. They think that the court of public opinion is generally on their side, and they would certainly rather be talking about this than talking about the tariffs or about economic confidence decreasing. I mean, it is one of those things you never know what's distracting from what, but I mean, there is kind of a bloodthirsty. What did Joe Biden just say the other day? There's 30% of us that have no heart.
Yeah.
They love these videos of these men being humiliated without due process.
It's a litmus test. It's a litmus test. They're taking someone who should not natural born citizen in the United States, but was legally here. They're taking someone to test the general public to see how outraged we're going to be. They're doing it with this man. They're doing it with the trans community. And if we do not speak up and speak out, it's that damn poem, and we know it. Yeah. At first they came for blah, 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 and I said nothing until they came for me. This is a litmus test to see how we are going to respond to little things that they do, because they're going to start pushing it further and further and further. When they're talking about building concentration camps, because that's what they're going to be in the United States for United States citizens that they don't agree with or that are pushing back against this administration, then you're going to go, oh my God, I should have done something. Yeah. Now is the time to do something.
No,
do
you're
not
right.
wait.
They're using either whether it's trans people or brown people to just demonize an entire, to fearmonger. I mean, to your point, Justice Department has filed suit against Maine in an effort to challenge the state's policy regarding transgender athletes competing in girls and women's sports. It stems from a broader effort by the Trump administration to spotlight an issue that they see as politically damaging for Democrats. You remember this back and forth with Governor Janet Mills, who's the governor there. And she said it. She said because there were maybe two trans athletes competing in Maine schools right now. They decided to shut off funding for the school nutrition program, the school lunch program entirely. The law says if you don't like what a state is doing over here, you can't just take the funds away over there. I mean, but this is just the kind of atrocious stuff they're doing every day.
Right, but we've also had a situation now where, okay, the court's going to come back and say you've got to reinstall funding to Maine. Are they going to do it? Who's going to hold them accountable?
Right.
In America, personal religious beliefs should be just that, personal. But today, Christian nationalism is on the rise, threatening separation of church and state. Laws are being passed based on religious doctrine instead of reason, eroding our rights and freedoms in legislatures, public schools, even in courtrooms. One set of religious beliefs is being forced onto everyone else, but that's not what our founders intended. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is fighting back as the nation's leading group of free thinkers working to keep religion out of government. FFRF protects your right to think for yourself, whether you've always been secular, left religion behind, or simply believe in true religious freedom for everyone. If we don't stand up now, we may lose our religious freedoms. Join FFRF in defending our secular constitution and keeping faith a personal choice, not a government mandate. Visit ffrf.us/freedom to learn more, become a member, or text my last name Miller to 511-511, because in a truly free country, no one's faith should dictate everyone's future. Text Miller to 511-511 today.